panggil benda lain, apa lah. Sana. Ya ke? Saya kerja selama tadi.
Gravity. Testing, testing. Mic host.
Gravity. It can't hold us back if we keep moving forward. Limits. We stretch them, break them, set them. Our passion, unbeatable. Our devotion, unstoppable. They call us speed chasers, the fast lane philosophers. Engineers of ever better motorsports bred cars. Driven by endurance, precision, and raising bars. Designed for the spirit of racing within us all. Running the perfect lap, closing the seconds gap. Then, doing it again, but faster. Nothing stops us pushing the limits for better. This is Gazoo Racing.
It is scorching hot down here at the Petronas Sabang International Circuit. The weather conditions are almost at its perfect peak here because why we are going to be witnessing the Vios Gold Challenge race number 2 for round 3 here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you wherever it is that you're watching us, all of you motorsports fans. We appreciate you guys watching us live right now on all of our socials. Make sure you guys like and comment and share this video. And no, we do want to hear from you as well in regards of the standings from the classes that we have for you. Who would be your favorites and who would be your surprise underdog basically in performing in this round 3 race number 2. And for this race, as you are already familiar with, we have 3 different classes, which are the super sporting, we have the sporting, as well as the rookie classes. And for this weekend alone, in comparison to how it was for round 1 and round number 2, we are having all of the drivers to experience the whole of the Petronas Sepang International Circuit, the whole of the 5.543 kilometers. And the best thing about this is it is double points weekend, which means if you're in the standing, if you are in the points collection in regards of your standings at the end of each race for race number 1 and 2, you are in for double points. Hence why everything is up for grabs, everything is on the line here. Granted, there is round 4 coming up later this year, but this is definitely something that all of the drivers have to endure and have to be their very best, because also this is a 1-hour race. So they have to go through the challenging corners here at the utmost experience as well as the ability of the drivers. Speaking about the abilities as well as the experience, information for all of our viewers as well, all of the cars here are all the same. The tires are all the same. There's no extra modification happening. So it all comes down to their skills and how brave they are, how aggressive they are on the track here. So later on, we're going to be speaking to a couple of drivers on the tracks. But of course, right now, I would like to pass over to our commentators. We have Matthews and Victor. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Toyota Gazoo Racing. This is round 3, race 2 of the Endurance 60 minutes race. My name is Matthews Isaac, and right next to me, it's Victor Cass as we bring you all the actions that happens on the track. Well, Victor, another day, another beautiful time for racing, isn't it?
Another beautiful race indeed here at Sepang International Circuit. The full layout is going to be on store for us today with double points, as Mior has mentioned.
Yep.
And oh boy, it's already went off to quite a great start yesterday with Freddie Ang taking the win in the sporting class, and Elson Liu taking the win in the, Elson is taking the win in the sporting class. It's Freddie Ang who took the win in super sporting, and of course, Ethan Lowe taking the win in rookies. Here are going to be our lineup of drivers. 5 rookies going to be joining us here in 2026. Imran Iskandar, number 67, he's actually the one who had the points lead coming into this weekend here. But 3rd place finish yesterday, he's going to have to do a lot more and definitely be in a much better position to fight for that in this reverse grid. Then we have our sporting class, as you mentioned earlier. Elson Liu took the win in yesterday's race, although it is actually Justin To, who actually leads the standings here at 49 points in this class. So with double points being up for offer this weekend, and Justin To going to be starting on the front row for this race number 2. This is going to be a very interesting one to see.
Absolutely, man. That is something we were watching from yesterday. And this is the super sporting class. And yesterday we saw Freddie Ang, who was becoming the winner for this race. Can he do it again? That is going to be the biggest question. But remember, it is going to be on a reverse grid. So the challenge is right now very much alive for all of our races today.
Yeah, it's Nabil Aslan who currently holds the lead in that in the points here coming into round number 3. 58 points to his name with his teammate Adi Rahimi, only 9 points behind. And Adi, I think, will be quite warmed up, especially given that he raced early on in GR86 Cup this morning and took the win in his class.
Absolutely. So car number 97 already. Well, look at the number of ballots. Is Irvin Lim there, Victor?
30 kilograms.
30 kilograms.
Yep. Indeed it is. So this is all the rookie class guys. They're going to be ones starting at the very back of the grid here when it comes to this rolling start.
Absolutely. So what are your takes for today there, Victor? Because we see lots of amazing drivers Yesterday we saw lots of drama. What are your expectations?
Well, I'm expecting to hear an interview with car number 71 together with Muir, our host, down in the grid.
All right.
All right, that's right, gentlemen. I'm down here with car number 71. We got Taj Aiman down here, who came in second in his class yesterday. Taj, how are you doing? Coming from, coming in second yesterday, and today obviously is a brand new day. A lot more excitement that we're looking at. 1 hour race and whatnot. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling excited, especially I did really well. I did for myself. I'm aiming that I could be for the double points, especially double points. I wanted to score the most out of it, so I feel good and I'm excited.
Yeah, exactly. As I was mentioning just now, this is actually the double points weekend across race 1 and race 2 as well. Now, coming to you personally, being such a professional, such a champion on the sim racing, Gran Turismo, but now literally having the steering wheel in front of you, the track in front of you as well. How has that transition been for you? Apparently, it's not that hard.
Yeah, to be honest, sim racing has been really pushing me up until now. I've been practicing until days since from the start until the beginning until now. So sim racing do really helps the transition on real world racing, which in sim racing the fundamentals everything is actually is the same. It's just the physical wise that you have to be physically fit during the race. So it's just a place on counts with your physically, and as well you have to plan on during your drive during your drive. So you have to think during your drive. So I think the transitions into real world racing is really pay off in the sim racing.
All right, lovely. So we want to leave you to it. Do the best that you can, and hopefully we'll see you back on the podium also for our race number 2. Cheers, man. Have a good one. Jens, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mio. Well, that is some amazing takes from our races today. As you can see on the racetrack, everyone is just, having their final checks, doing their crew chief works and stuff. Well, Victor, I want to continue back the question. What are your takes for today? Who is the man to watch for today's race?
For Super Sporting, definitely keeping an eye out for Nabil Aslan. He's going to be starting in front of both Mitchell as well as Timothy Yo and Freddie Ang. So if there's going to be any chance for him to solidify, or rather to reaffirm his command of the championship, this race is going to be it for him. As for the sporting class, Justin Do has a good chance to make up some points. And we also have a good chance to hear from another driver up on the grid there. Over to you, Mior.
All right, now I'm together with the driver for car number 91. We got Aditya down here. The best part is you literally just came down to KL, to Malaysia, just for the race. How has it been for you, with the track down here? And granted, this is not your first time, but the experience must have been great for you as well with Gazoo Racing.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing seeing this many cars on the grid. It's the biggest grid I've been part of. It's probably bigger than any sim race I've been part of. So, and racing on this beautiful circuit with PGR, with Toyota's support, it's fantastic, and I couldn't wish for anything better.
Right, so could we actually see next year perhaps for you to jump another class down to Super Sporting? The fact that you have been performing well and the progression is always going to be up and up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always going to be an upward path. Who knows, you may see me next year. Currently no plans set, but I'm just enjoying this year as much as I can.
All right, lovely. We're going to leave you to it. Good luck to you and have a safe race. Have a great race. Gents.
Well, we see another inspiring take from him there, Victor. He's being very optimistic about the race.
Oh, he's been very optimistic in his debut season so far for TGR. Aditya Patnaik hails all the way from India. He's raced touring cars there, and he's also racing touring cars here at Sepang International Circuit. 15 full turns. The whole 5.5 kilometer circuit is here for all of us to enjoy, and it's also a very hallowed time today as well, as we gotten some good news about some potential futures for this track regards to the Formula One race potentially making a comeback this year, and that's very exciting news I expect for everyone in the motorsports community.
Guess what? It's in October, so put your belts ready, man.
Well, we'll see how it's going to turn out. But for today, I'm just going to be dealing with these 4-cylinder 1.5 Vios cars that are going to be out on track here. They are slightly modified, mostly to include the roll cages and safety implements, but it's very much the same kind of engine, the same kind of chassis that you'll find on the roads here today. And in the hands of our very experienced racing drivers, it is certainly a very good tool for them to use out on this track. It's quite warm here today. It's quite sunny even from this morning, although I think there was a bit of a drizzle or at least some rain in the morning in parts of KL Selangor. However, for Sepang, there is a forecast of rain, but that's at 12 o'clock. So
We got 1 hour from here.
we got 1 hour from here. I think very likely the opening of this race will still remain dry, but there might be a slight chance, and they say a very slight chance, it could get a bit damp towards the end. But we'll have to see. This is the man that I'm definitely keeping an eye on here. Nabil Aslan, number 6 for Laser Motor Racing, comes into round number 3 with the championship lead. But he's going to have to do it in race number 2 here. Race 1 didn't exactly go the way he wanted, only finished in the 4th position. And that was behind this man right here, Mitchell Chia, former champion himself here at TGR, looking to make another one, and certainly had a good performance yesterday. Only lost out 2nd place to Timothy Yeo, who was able to snatch that during the midpoint of race number 1 yesterday.
Absolutely. So lots of amazing races that will be up for the challenge today. Well, if you're watching this on the social media, make sure you guys are voting and also supporting your favorite racer. And let's see who will be crowned champion for this season. We are in season 9, Victor. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it, man. I mean, it's been a great collaboration together with Toyota Gazoo Racing to raise up the talents that we have out here in the Malaysian motorsport scene. One such talent is on your screen here. Freddie Ang, winner of race number 1. It's going to have to start from 6th position, though, thanks to the reverse grid start that's applied here for the top 6. So he's going to be behind Timothy Yeo, Mitchell Chia, and Nabil Aslan. In the front there, you can see Bradley Benedict and Kenneth Cole. They're both also going to be looking to make some good comebacks this race itself. The start for the weekend for Bradley, or rather the start of race number 1 for him, was pretty good. Could have been better. Here's Adi Rahimi. Unfortunately, being in 7th place, didn't quite get the advantage of the reverse grid, so he starts just behind where Freddie Ang is. But he's actually close enough to where Nabil Aslan is at the start. So if he plays his cards right, he might be able to get into the mix amongst the top 5.
Ooh, that is something to watch in this race, Victor. So I think most of our racers are ready. As you can see, most of the crews are going out of the pit, out of the track. And man, it's still not that hot yet, Victor.
I mean,
But,
I can see the heat waves
But
coming off the track.
when I was
in the back.
outside, I think it was still bearable because we're still in the morning, Victor. So I think around 12, that's where it gets really heated. But as what you said, there might be a weather forecast coming through. There might be rain and stuff. So let's watch out for that as well.
We'll see. The cloud cover is definitely not as dense as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of sunlight to go around. The air temperature, though, quite humid, as you would expect here in Malaysia, and especially out here in Sepang. These cars are going to be going off now for their formation lap. Things are certainly going to start to heat up.
I think this is one of the reasons why most of the Formula One racers were excited to come back to Sepang International Circuit because of, number one, the weather. It's a crazy weather. It's very unpredictable in here. And also, people misses what was happening a couple of years ago in here, Victor.
I mean, the design of this track
Yes.
is legendary in its own right. It went on to inspire a lot of other modern racetracks, or rather fully purpose-built racetracks. It's one of the earliest of Tilke's designs and still remains one of his best-known works. So it's really a treat, actually, to be able to have these Vios race out here, because you can see just how wide that track is. You can have these cars go 4 wide, maybe even sometimes 5 wide, and still have enough space to race amongst each other. And with the corners having so many variations, it's definitely a very good place to make some overtakes. And some overtakes we're going to be expecting from this very grid itself. Bradley Benedict from PS Harpa Menang in the front row, alongside Kenneth Cole from PCM Group Racing Team. Nabil Aslan, the points leader for Laser Motor Racing, starts alongside Mitchell Chia from Prima Pro SP Selatan. Timothy Yeo from RH Kalolong Motorsport starts alongside Freddie Ang, Delagas Toyota's winner from yesterday's race. Then, as you have a look at the next page, Adi Rahimi Rashid, also from Laser Motor Racing, starts alongside William Ho from Toyotsu Racing, Tom Go from S&D Tama Motorsports, alongside Shafiq Samsudin from Sokudo X Ultra Racing Team. Dato Ken Fu from Cooling Top Wheels Group is joining alongside Justin To, who is the sporting class points leader and the leader of this starting grid. He starts ahead of Eng Chung Chin from Bay Racing by ES Young, together with Nick THZ from Awesome Racing Team, Ian James from Wheel Corp, alongside Adam Mikhail from G-Mark, Best of the Sport, Adida Patnaik from Axel Sports. That's a wrong picture there, unfortunately. It's still Dr. Ken Fu's picture, but
Yeah,
Aditya is from India.
Nick as well.
Yeah, so Taj Ayman from Saksama starts alongside Aditya. Elson Liu is the winner from yesterday's race from Honghua X Armada KK Racing, and Mo Nai from Thailand will be starting alongside him, having missed out on the opportunity for the reverse grid. Anaki is going to be looking for some revenge here for 91R Racing. Danny Ng from HLT Crest Max Motorsports starts in front of Ashin Shanmuganathan from Kashash Bina Motorsports Racing, who starts alongside Ng Aisha from the GTA Racing Team. Lok Yin Yi from Unihub and DMW1 Motorsport Team is going to be alongside Sophia Zara from Silver Evergreen Motorsport. Lim Chun Beng from Focus Racing Team is looking to improve his performance today here, as is Shanmuganathan Arumugam from Kashash Bina Motorsport Racing. Arif Asmi from KMS 350 Motorsport and Mine from REK Team PMC 52 are going to be looking to make up some points here, having retired from yesterday's race. Hendra Adipura Putra is also a retiree at the very start for FI Boulevard Racing. He's going to be looking to try and make up some points. Loyong Jen is going to be the one who starts in the front for the rookies class, having finished in last place, unfortunately, yesterday. So he's going to be looking for some improvements. Damien Arif from he's another rookie. He's going to be starting ahead of Imran Iskandar, who is the leader of the points for the rookies coming into this round. But he's up against big challenges here, coming from Irvin Lim, as well as Ethan Lowe, who were second and first, respectively, in yesterday's race.
Well, those are all of our starting grid and also races that will be on the track very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just got into our social medias, make sure you guys are following us and also supporting your favorite racer, because we are going to go into race number 2 very shortly after this formational lap. As you can see, the racers are coming around towards the starting grid again. Well, Victor, it's an exciting day for racing again.
It is definitely an exciting thing. Super Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Vios Challenge Gold Championship. Our 9th season consecutive running of this championship. And round number 3, race number 2, the last race for us on this weekend, is about to be underway. 2x2 formations, says the marshals, to remind all the drivers to make sure they get into the necessary position for the race start. Super Sportings are going to be in the front, the sporting class in the middle, and finally the rookie class on your screens here. They're at the very, very back, giving a bit of gap, giving a bit of space, making sure that they follow along with the safety car. Its lights are already off, so it's going to be headed into the pit lane, and that's going to be the cue for Bradley Benedict to lead these cars to the control line once they get onto that main street.
It's going to be just like yesterday. You know what's really exciting, Victor? I think the rookie races were able to get the new cars, of course, instead of using the previous generation.
That's why we're seeing all the gentries out here today. So the safety car pulls out to the side. Bradley Benedict is now the effective safety car for our starting grid. But again, they cannot start this race until they got to the control line. That means they cannot pass each other yet. They cannot make any moves. They have to stay in formation, stay at the speed limit, and just wait for the lights to go out. Red lights are up on the gantry. Race number 2 for round number 3 here for the Toyota Vios Gold Championship is about to go underway. Bradley Benedict and Kenneth are just watching, waiting with absolute intensity right now. As it comes across the line, it's go, go, go! Bradley Benedict, Kenneth Cole already pulling off. Freddie Ang already trying to look for some ways to get in front. He gets ahead of Adi Rahimi to rock him off, hopefully to be able to hold onto his position. Still in the running there. I think William Ho is a little bit slow in the start, but he's going to be falling behind Freddie Ang. Mitchell Chia is going to move ahead to try to hold the position there while Bradley Benedict leads the cars into turn 1. You got Mabil Aslan already making 2 plays ahead. He's already threatening to take over Kenneth Cole's line, but Kenneth still sticks it into turn number 2, stays alongside Nabil Aslan going up into turn 3.
Superb start from Bradley Benedict so far. What an amazing race he's having right now. Yesterday we saw some amazing performance, only for him to drop at the very last second. But man, can there be redemption today, Victor? I'm really looking forward to today's race. As you can see, all of them are coming towards the next round, on the next turn now, and let's see what happens over here.
Yeah, Nabil Aslan still holding onto the inside, keeping Kenneth Cole around the outside. Unfortunately, he has a lot of weight on his car, 30 kilograms if I believe, and that's making it a bit difficult for him to get good exits out as Kenneth Cole takes position back, and Mitchell Chia is now threatening Nabil Aslan around the outside. The next turn's coming around, Nabil slides it, counter steer perfectly to save it, but does not save his position. William Ho is going to be up in position to snatch it up, and he is in front now of Nabil Aslan.
You're meant to watch Nabil Aslan. I mean, what a control so far. But can there be a moment for him again? And this is car number 6, as we were talking about Nabil Aslan. But he's under pressure with car number 23 from the inside.
Yeah, Timothy Yeo already looking for an opportunity after having been passed by William Ho. Now he's under threat from the driver who started in 4th position here. So Nabil's likely going to be losing his original starting position here. But Mitchell Chia and Kenneth is also in a fight right now. Kenneth is forced off of the shoulder as Mitchell keeps his car slightly alongside. But Kenneth Cole is fighting back as they get onto the top line. Look at that. Kenneth still in 2nd place right now. It's now attempting to close the door and does keep his car in front. But Mitchell's getting pressured from behind. A bit of a touch as well onto William Ho as he's looking to get in on this action for this P2 battle. Mitchell on the grass still attempts to fight it out bumper to bumper together with William right behind him. And Kenneth Cole still ahead. Kenneth is now going to have to take an inside line, going to have to defend very hard into the back straight. Mitchell is going to be tucked up right behind in a perfect place to take his toe.
Oh, but Mitchell is not giving up yet there, Victor. He's playing lots of psychological games in here. And it seems like Kenneth Cole is really under pressure on the straights now. And let's see how things unfold. There's Nabil Aslan coming and waiting at the back. They're just waiting for an opportunity for the others in the front to make a mistake. But make no mistake, here comes Mitchell Chia. Let's see. From this turn, he's going on the inside and maybe on the exit. Oh, it seems like that's a really good moment for him there, Victor. But can it hold on? No, he could not. It seems like Mitchell is ahead of him. Oh no, they're side by side now.
No, actually Kenneth got a way better exit out of that turn, and Mitchell falls back. Unfortunately, Bradley Benedict unabated has a huge lead ahead of this whole pack of cars right now as they fall in single file lines, taking the slipstream off of each other right now to try to stay as close as possible. Mitchell Chia in 3rd, Nabil Aslan back to his starting position of 4th, still ahead of Timothy Yeo, thankfully, but Timothy is still keeping the pressure up behind. Now the cars are closing up. William Ho goes way around the outside here of Nabil Aslan, attempting to try to take 2nd position, but that doesn't quite work. Nabil still stays ahead of him all throughout. Timothy Yeo is going to be left on the sidelines, though, unfortunately, as he's the one now under pressure from William Ho.
Oh, he has a huge pack to hold on over here because there's a number of cars coming on from the back. But Nabil Aslan keeping up the pace, just trying to get the distance right over here. In the meantime, you see Mitchell Chia and also Kenneth Cole up in the front. Well, the race leader, Nick TAZ, currently in the front, followed by Arif Azmi and also Ashan. That is definitely for the other category. But over here, Bradley Benedict for the Super Sporting, he is the one that's the one to watch, and he is up.
Adam Mikhail on the grass there as he's attempting to make a pass onto Justin To. Justin, who I believe is the one who's actually leading here in the sporting class, is now under pressure. Manages to just hold off Adam Mikhail, but now Tom Go is coming around the outside. He has to let him pass though, because Tom Go is in the super sporting class, given that he has a yellow number, and he's going to be tucked into this battle, making it a little bit tough right now for the sporting class battlers. In the meantime, battle happening here between Freddie Ang as well as Timothy Yeo, both of them almost side by side in the entry of turn 7, but comes out with Freddie Ang ahead in turn number 8.
Car number 63 is still pushing on there, but there's a lot of space coming on from car number 3 here, Freddie Ang. Yesterday we saw his performance. He didn't put a foot wrong, but right now he needs to climb the ladder again, Victor.
They need to try to climb it up. I mean, again, we're talking about a 1-hour race here, and the first 5 minutes is a very critical juncture for these drivers to gain their early positions and then only settle into a good race pace towards the middle. But with the jostling constantly happening in these first 5 minutes, I think these drivers are going to have to stay on their toes for quite a lot longer than they expect. Contact between Aditya Patnaik and another car. I think that could be Tom or that could be Elson. We'll have to see as we come back into the screens there. As right now, Ian James is a bit of a tangle with Ng Chong Chin poking in behind. That's Aditya, and that was Adam Mikhail, I think, that he got into contact. He's going to be in front of the blue car now and stays on the chase towards Justin To, number 13, who is just in front of Aditya.
You know, almost 6 minutes has elapsed so far in this race, Victor. We see so many changes in positions for these races. Well, it's going to be a long, long way to go. Well, I think the heat is just, getting started for me there, Victor.
Just getting started.
Yeah, just getting started for me.
Justin To still moves to block out Aditya Patnaik, the number 91. currently stuck behind the number 13, who goes a little bit off of the shoulder there, still trying to hold on desperately to the lead of the sporting class race. Freddie Ang is now trying to pass the number 88 of Shafiq Samsudin, who managed to make his way up alongside him and is now, in fact, in front of him when he came to the control line. But Freddie Ang's now trying to squeeze Shafiq all the way into the inside here, but Shafiq's not letting go too hard. Had to be a little bit early on the brakes that time, though, so he does indeed concede the position to Freddie Ang.
Yep, he's trying to push on here. Then Freddie Ang on the other side is just trying to keep up the same momentum from the yesterday. But will that be enough for the rest right now? Race leader Bradley Benedict still up in the front in P1. Kenneth Coe with 2.583 seconds behind him. Mitchell Chia still in podium position. Number 3, Nabil Aslan still chasing at the back. Well, there's still a long time for all of these races to actually build up their position so far, Victor.
Good one here actually for Bradley, because right now 2.5 seconds in the lead, way ahead of Kenneth Cole, who had to fight off Mitchell Chia for the longest time. And this is going to be handing Bradley a very handsome amount of points. May even become a championship leader at the end of this, given that he did win as well in round number 2. We'll just have to see if he's going to be able to keep it. As for right now, Aditya Patnaik still stuck in between a couple of cars he'd really rather not be fighting against right now, because his chase is against Justin Toh. But unfortunately, Adam Mikhail's already passed him on track here, and the blue car now is the one up into P2.
Yeah, talking about the sporting class, I think Justin Toh is still in P1 is what you were saying, Victor.
Yep.
And also the rest of the others, Aditya Patnaik and also Adam Mikhail. In the meantime, for the rookies, it is Imran Iskandar, who is in P1 at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully we're able to see them on screen later, because Imran seems to have pulled off a massive start there to stay in the lead for this reverse grid. So he's managed to pass Noyoung Jen, who has dropped down to 3rd position, with Ethan Lowe is going to be the driver, the rookie driver, in between the two of them. There's Adam Mikhail, the blue car, going a little bit off the shoulder there, still desperately trying to keep Aditya Patnaik blocked, but Aditya is still going to try to slip in onto the inside. Ian James, in the meantime, chasing up hard against Elson Liu. And Elson's given a nice big gap there, and here comes Atash Adrian Ayman, the Saksama Motorsports gray and green car, trying to hold off Monai just behind him, and just behind them as well as Ng Chong Chin trying to get alongside Monai now. They're going to be side by side on the back straight here. Monai under threat.
He's trying, Victor. Yesterday we saw some performance from him, but in the previous round we saw the very best of him. But can he try to make up a position in here from this 10?
Yeah, well, Adam Mikhail still blocking off Aditya Patnaik. Side by side they go, but Adam still is able to slip in ahead. Monai has to concede the position there. May even have conceded the position to touch Israel Ayman as well. He's going to be way behind. He's going to be fighting alongside Danny's about this second. Here's Imran Iskandar, the leader right now in the rookies class, all the way chasing up into the behind of Lim Chun Beng. Hopefully he stays out of the way to the bumper, because Chun Beng did lose his bumper in yesterday's race. Ooh, Imran Iskandar did have a bit hit on the end there. His own
Car
bumper
number
is
36,
actually hanging off.
Oh no, 68.
67.
Even car number 36 is already having huge damage from the back. Look at that, Victor. They're looking like twins now.
Sophia Zara is in a race of her own right now, trying to get in the inside of Hendra Adeputra. While Lim Chun Beng now slipped onto the inside there by the rookie Imran Iskandar, who is now taking the position away from the sporting class driver.
Some moving. Oh, car number 36. What's going on?
Sophia Zara spins around in turn 2 against the two of clash together with Lin Chun Beng. He's got his front end completely smashed, while Imran Iskandar, who's around the outside, was able to avoid that damage. But Sophia
How is
slow.
he still moving, man?
Well, Sophia is slowing, and she's slowing down.
No, the other car. The other car.
Yeah,
the other car was moving with the most. I think even after CPR, I guess. That car was still moving, guys.
Well, Sophia Zara is going to get the car jump-started again, but let's have a look at that. So we saw Imran Iskandar make the pass. Sophia was also getting onto the inside of Hendra Adeputra, so I think she got spun around, and there he is, got spun around there by the 88.
Yes,
86, sorry.
86.
Yeah, the 86 was one spun Sophia Zara around.
This car, number 68.
And the number 68 got the front end completely smashed in, but somehow Chun Beng was still able to keep the car going and just went on, rolled on.
It was like, as long as the wheel is moving, I'm moving. Oh boy.
Yeah,
well, some bowling alley we saw just now, Victor.
Yeah, unfortunately, two of the lady drivers here involved in this accident. Ung Aik Shah was a car who was being hooked onto the inside of Sylvia Zara coming out of turn 2. That was what caused her to spin out there and led into the path of Lim Chun Beng, who unfortunately had really nowhere to go and just rammed straight into a T-bone onto Sofia Zara car. I think that's likely going to be the second retirement there for Lim Chun Beng, as safety car has been deployed here, ladies and gentlemen. And very unfortunate. We're going to be having things being sorted out right now. I bet there's a lot of debris going on in Tournament 2. Maybe even a car is stopped or slowed down somewhere on the track. But this is now the race going to be neutralized here for everyone at the 48-minute mark.
You know, my concern was on car number 68. Like, I couldn't actually spot on how that damage happened, but that was a heavy damage, Victor. Like even the wheels were not moving much. It was just on a support from the back wheels, of course. But man, safety car is out right now. Those who are watching, I think it is going to be back in the lines for all of our races today.
Yep, it's going to effectively neutralize the field right now where the current position is. So Bradley Benedict still in front. He's going to get collected by the safety car as soon as it comes around turn number 1. That also means a bit of good news actually for Adam Mikhail. He's actually wrestled his way up into P2, so he stands just behind Justin To in this safety car, and that's going to be very good news right now for the G-Mart Best Autosport team.
Absolutely. So those who are watching, ladies and gentlemen, if you just tune in, this is the Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Challenge. And this is Season 9, Round 3, Race 2 of the endurance race. Oh. There you go. This was the damage I was talking about, man.
Oh, you can see the smoke coming out, or rather steam, actually. I think the front cooler is already smashed in completely. So, yeah, it was definitely going to be a write-off, unfortunately, for Lim Chun Beng. What an upset for him in this round 3. This is a retirement outright here for him. He had to pit in yesterday's race, and that put him very effectively out of the points when it came to yesterday's race 1. And this is just another blow right now for the number 68, Lim Chun Beng, in the pits.
It's in the pits now. Well, safety car is still around on the track right now. As you can see, there's no overtaking until it is a green light for the racers to go. For that to happen, of course, the safety car has to go back into the pits. But at this moment, Victor, things happen in it.
Things do happen, indeed.
We were having a really good race, and yeah.
It's what happens when we go motor racing here, unfortunately. You know, I think I'm really curious to see how Sofia Zara is going to be handling that, though. She got T-boned. I expect pretty hard here in a very unexpected position. Thankfully, it's going to be on the passenger side, I believe. So, yeah, shouldn't. Well, again, probably going to be shaken, no doubt. Having tried to make that turn around the outside of Eng Aisha, but that did not work out well for her at all. So, again, Chun Beng really wasn't at fault at all for that one there. The ladies here just
pointing on to something. I think
they're telling them to focus on the race.
Focus on the race.
Focus on the race.
Yes, those who are watching, focus on the race, people.
Focus on the race, which is actually on the safety car right now. So unfortunately, not much of focus on.
There's a meme say, focus on career, not. I don't want to say anything anymore.
Okay. Here, Adam Mikhail, who managed to make his way up into P2 for the sporting class. It's a huge improvement for him from the race start. So in a very prime position to get some points away, but Justin To is still in the lead. He's likely going to try to reaffirm that by finishing first in this sporting class here. But can Adam Mikhail be the one to be the spoiler in this regard? You saw the way he was racing hard against Aditya Patnaik leading up until the safety car here. So he's likely going to be thinking about making those same kind of moves again onto Justin To.
Absolutely, and I was actually stunned for Bradley Bandic's lead, man. He was moving forward with so much of anticipation until we saw the yellow flag. And now he has to reset everything, and he's going to be dealing with Kenneth Ko and also Mitchell Chia once the safety car is gone. Man, this is going to be madness after this.
Indeed. I mean, very unfortunate for Bradley Benedict especially. Yeah. He had a 2.3 second lead before the race got neutralized, but because of this, now the Kenneth Ko wouldn't be able to catch up behind Bradley and still threaten him in that first place. Imran Iskandar is looking, well, he actually fell all the way back to P3, if you would believe it. Ethan Lau is currently the leader in the rookie class here, the number 17. still in front of Ngo Yung-jin, who managed to make a brilliant recovery just before the safety car. So that is going to allow Ngo Yung-jin to be in a position to, well, for both Ethan and Ngo Yung-jin to gain a lot more points. Here's a view from the Axel garage here. Martin on the right-hand side is one of the business partners for Alex Young, and he's been very much a fixture when it comes to Axel's activities out here on this track. Great to see him still in
He's
the
fully
paddock.
focused right now, Victor.
Oh, he's always
His eyes
here.
are on the screen.
He's always on the focus, always doing his best to support the Axel team the best that he can. And right now, very nervously watching the screen because their driver, Aditya Panaik, is in the running to make another possible podium finish, but still they're looking to try to help Aditya in his quest to become a winner this season. Hasn't quite happened yet. Still seems like he has a bit more of a challenge in order to get over the hurdle. And with 2 cars being ahead of him for this restart, and yep, we're getting indication now that the safety car will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Aditya definitely needs every bit of support that he needs, that he can get really, in order to be able to make his way to the top. So, we should see the safety car lights turn off when we get through sector 2, I think around like turn 7 and 8. That will be the indication for Bradley to get himself readied up for this restart. And again, a bit unfortunate for Bradley. I mean, his 2-second lead is now completely gone.
All smiles in here there.
Yeah,
Well, there's a little bit of some positivity, I would say.
definitely a lot of positivity in the paddocks all the time, you know. And a very important job for that guy. You know, he's in charge of the tires, and if the drivers end up with a puncture, he'll be the one first on the scene there to deliver those fresh, brand new tires to replace the punctured ones. So, but again, like there's no mandatory pit stops in this race. Whatever tires these drivers start off with, they will likely have to finish on the same set here, if possible. So not very likely that that pit crew member is going to be able to do much. This is the view of the rookies support team there, with Alex Yeo being the head of that. Justin Raul Dev, who is last year's champion, is now playing a supporting role as one of the assistant
Engineers.
For this race.
You know, that's what I like about the team. You know, they are basically building an all-rounder. Not just the man on the wheels and stuff or on the steerings, but Alex is also grooming these youngsters to be behind the scenes as well. And that's exactly what makes you a better driver, a professional driver.
And again, you know, Alex is using a lot of the experiences that he had from his Formula 1 career all the way into the motor racing series, like the Audi Championship, for example, and just using all that experience to impart some of that wisdom upon the younger drivers to make sure this next generation of Malaysian drivers is going to be way more prepared, you know, to face the kind of challenges the motorsport world would bring. So it's great that he's also doing the same as well. I mean, for Justin, you know, besides running real life cars, he's also running in the sim racing world, and he's managing a team in that, in fact. Now, the safety car should be pulling off now. We're going to be standing by for the green lights to be appearing. Bradley Benedict is now leading the cars coming in. He's actually already gunned it, so he's already trying to build up some momentum ahead of this restart here. The cars cannot pass each other, still have to remind that until they get over the control line, or rather, until Bradley gets over the control line. But by gunning it this hard, he's trying to avoid Kenneth Cole from being able to take the toe, though Kenneth will still be very close though. Green is already up. Bradley Benedict is already, well, he's already started way back in the back straight.
He's flooring already, man.
He's flooring it already. So is Freddie Ang. He's actually capturing a slipstream, I think, onto Adi Rahimi Rashid. So if Adi Rahimi is now going to have to defend against him here, trying to squeeze around, trying to break the toe, but unfortunately William Ho is in the way between these two drivers here. He's going to actually slip in and cut off Freddie Ang before they get into the first turn. So that's canceled his ability now to try to pass Adi Rahimi Rashid. He's going to lose the place instead.
Absolutely, we are on the roll right now with 39 minutes left in this race so far. Well, a lot of things to catch up, especially for races right after the yellow flag. Well, only time could tell right now, Victor.
Only time could tell. 39 minutes and 40 seconds remain after the safety car has released our drivers again. So still a lot of time for racing, mind you. About 2/3 of a race still remaining here in our 60-minute affair this Sunday. As William Ho right now has lost a place there to Adi Rahimi Rashid. And Freddie Ang, who's just behind him, is looking rather trying to keep up with him in this downhill section. A bit of a drift and a slide there as well for William, but keeps it very nicely under control with four-wheel drift. As you do in this Toyota Vios. Says, oh, what has happened here to the number 15, Ngo Young Jin, slammed in the back again. A repeat of what happened to him in yesterday's race.
The bumpers are like almost about to fly out now. And that is a concern, I would say, Victor, because, you know, we just finished a yellow flag. So if something just flies out or anything, then we might be having another one. But all eyes on this man right now, Bradley Benedict, who is right now restarting again from ground zero after what happened. Will he be able to make it or not? Right behind him is going to be Kenneth Coe following up. And we see Mitchell Chia from the podium position as well. On P3, Nabil Aslan I would not rule out, because these 4 races can turn things around at any moment.
I mean, back-to-back 4th place finishes is not going to be a bad weekend at all, actually, for Nabil Aslan, all things considering. Although we certainly know that he has a lot of talent in order to try to bring the car even further up ahead. The only thing that's sandbagging him right now is the fact he's carrying 30 kilograms, and that's causing it to be quite difficult for him to catch up with the rest of the top 3 right now in terms of weight. Mitchell Chia is carrying a little bit less, unfortunately, than Nabil Aslan, so he's able to pull ahead very effectively out the exit of the penultimate turn. Now he's attempting to gain some momentum onto Kenneth Cole, who unfortunately was not able to catch up enough to Bradley Benedict on this back straight, so he's actually lending the toe now to Mitchell, allowing the number 61 to close in closer and closer to number 46, and that's putting him under threat for a possible maneuver coming up at turn number 1.
Coming towards the straights right now, we still see Bradley Benedict in P1, Kenneth Coe lining up around in the back as well, Mitchell Chan P3, Nabil Aslan, Adi Rahimi got into P5, leaving William Ho behind. Well, all eyes going to be on Bradley at the moment. Well, there's nothing much of a huge move yet, but we still see Mitchell Chia trying something. But here comes car number 88.
Timothy Yeo on the inside, number 23, getting himself alongside and maybe even ahead of Shafiq Samsudin by the time they get around transition, and indeed he does stay ahead. So that's going to be a place made up here for Timothy Yeo, rather a place taken back here. Shafiq Samsudin tried to fight against him on the main straight to no avail, unfortunately, by the time they got out of turn 1 and 2. Bradley Benedict still in front here. Mitchell Chia still trying to creep up onto Kenneth, still not close enough to make a pass, but Freddie Ang might be close enough to try to get it under braking with William, but William's going very wide indeed and is able to stay just ahead of Freddie, who has 40 kilograms, by the way, as you can see from the stickers on the side. So you know that Freddie's in a huge disadvantage in this fight here after taking the win yesterday's race.
Well, he's trying to keep up the momentum again, Victor. Well, let's see if that's gonna, you know, change things around. But what's not changing is the leader right now. P1 to P3, nothing much have changed, but all focused on car number 39 as well. William Ho right behind it. We see Freddie Ang, who won the race yesterday. Can he get into the podium position with the nick of time right now?
Yeah, that's a big question, isn't it? As for the sporting class itself, there's Justin To on the top of the screen. They're still able to stay ahead of Adam Mikhail, although they're as well ahead of Aditya Patnaik. Elson Liu is still in 4th position. Ian James and Dutch Usain Ayman have been in the battle in the last lap. It looks like Ian James is able to move up into 5th position right now in the sporting class ahead of Dutch Usain Ayman. But yeah, we'll see how that will turn out later on. Arif Asmi, who retired out of yesterday's race, is looking like he's having a better run this time around, being in P8 ahead of Dennis Ng. But they're definitely going to be keeping a wide berth soon, because Monai is in the mix there, still in P6 right now, not able to make any moves against either Ian James, Arif Asmi, nor Touch Usain Ayman or Dennis Ng. But he's certainly shown himself to be quite the threat indeed when it comes to race number 1. So there's black and yellow flag being shown, sorry, black and orange flag being shown here for number 15 of Ngo Young Jin. So again, very much was expecting that to come out for the rookie, who unfortunately has his rear end smashed up and will likely have to pit here to get that sorted out.
Hence why the warning is coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. He's about to fly, man.
Yeah, about to fly. I think he's on the back straight right now. You may have not seen the mechanical flag early on, but we'll be definitely seeing it by the time he gets onto the main straight. I'm surprised he didn't already pull into the pits there. Certainly someone on the radio would have told him to pit in. That's the mechanical flag, as we like to mention here.
But has he gone into the pits? That's the question.
I don't think so, because his pit is not on the main straight. He have to go another lap around before he can do so, but he should be able to acknowledge the mechanical flag right now, as he's already flashing on the LED board above him as he comes across the start-finish line. So right now, let's see what's going on with our back runners here. There's Nine in the RUK car in between, trying to get around the outside of Ashen Shanmuganathan in the number 96 gray car. And Ashen still able to stay in front, so that's good enough for him. Nine, who hails from Thailand, she is teammates together with Mo Nai. Unfortunately, has to fight it out right now in this lower position here for P11, or rather P12 right now in the sporting class. Ooh, off on the shoulder here goes to the number 28 of Ian James, as he still is locked in the battle here. Mo Nai getting into the mix as well, right behind Touch Israel's car. Touch Ayman's Saksama Motorsport car is going around the outside. Ian James right now, still trying to fight and trying to take a position. Very synchronized swimming is going on here. And it's gone swimmingly here for Touch Ayman. He stays on the racing line. Ian James forced to take it on the shoulder again, but that doesn't slow him down too much going into turn 7. Still side by side, the two cars. Touch Ayman still able to hang it on and still trying his very best to keep Ian James under control. Both of the cars go off of the track and back on again. Ooh, some bodywork has come off, or rather into contact there for Ian James.
But look at Monai, man. He's just bringing on some monstrous space at the back. But he just couldn't find the space at the moment because two of them are blocking his way, and he's just trying to wiggle around to find a way through. But man, Ian James and also this man in here, car number 71, Tajis Rinaiman. I mean, if we were to talk about his story, it's going to take an entire day, but he's just putting all the story on the track at this moment, and let's see how long he can hold on this pressure.
Well, he's able to hold on in front of Ian James in the downhill section, so this is good news for him. Still has to defend coming around the 14th turn. That's going to be a critical juncture there, as Mo Nai is also looking to try to get on the inside of Ian James at the same time. Touch Ayman has to take a little bit more shoulder than he wanted there. Still comes back just in time to block off Ian James, but will be lending the toe to the number 28. In the meantime, Dennis Ng and Arif Asmi on his right-hand side. They're also side by side now on the main straight. This is looking to be good. Oh, okay. That's going very late into the pit lane there. Still is able to come in just in time. Shocked me a little bit as we came.
He's still out, isn't it?
No, he's in.
He already went in.
Yeah, already went in.
I was just seeing someone else with the different bumpers all about to come out as well. I'm not sure which car it is, but it was on the track.
Yeah, he is. So going on Jen into the pits now. Mo Nai still trying to keep up. Arif Asmi unfortunately has to tuck in behind Danny's Ng. The number 89 of Mo Nai still unfortunately a little bit left on the lurch here, as Ian James is going to come around the outside. Not going to catch him this time on the braking though. Touch Ayman has a perfect position to defend. Is going to get a love tap in the back there from Ian James in protest. And he was not able to get past Touch Ayman, but Touch is just going to be happy enough to stay on his racing line and stay in position.
Absolutely. I think really impressive driving so far by Tajis Rinaiman, I would say. You know, he has turned into an actual racer right now. I think, you know, whatever he has achieved in the e-sport world, he put everything into pause right now. He's like fully focused. He's about to write legacy on the actual track. Yeah, this was the car I was talking about, Victor. Car number 13.
That's Dustin Toh. He got it, must have got rear-ended there, either by Adam Mikhail, who was directly behind him in at the start of this resumption of the race. But he's also got Aditya Panay catching up to the two of them. So I think the two front runners in the sporting class now have gone into contact, and the aerodynamic inefficiency is not doing any favors at all to the number 13, as he's struggling to try to keep the car nice and neutral through this very fast section here in turn 7 and 8. With the bumper hanging out there, yeah, that's going to be a bit of concern.
Well, things have been going really heated up in our track at the moment, but before we get back into our race, we're going to be with one of our amazing racer, former racer in this series, of course, Brandon Paul, and of course, it's going to be with Mr. Mio, of course. So, Mio, take it on, man.
All right, guys, now I'm down here together with Brandon, whose brother is actually leading the race right now. Granted, he was at a very comfortable position prior to the safety cars and everything, but before we even get to that, I mean, you, a brother duo, obviously very comfortable with the track, always been racing, but the fact that right now you have you have Bradley outside, and how does it feel, you being outside supporting him, making sure that he can run the best race?
Yeah, I've been watching him drive all weekend. I think he's doing very well. So even currently now he's doing well, maintaining the pace. It's a close race, so we'll see how it goes towards the end.
Yeah, no, because again, we were talking about how the safety car has actually making things all even, basically. Granted, prior to that, he was quite comfortable outside, having a bit of a gap. But right now, everything is like close, and it's a bit neck to neck. And the fact that every car is the same, every tire is the same, so a bit more challenging for him.
Yeah, I think that definitely there's challenge now because the gap is all very close and everyone's doing consistent time. But it also brings excitement to everyone that's watching. So I think close racing is actually very fun, especially towards the end of the race.
Yeah. And of course, we have to give a huge thumbs up to Gazoo Racing. Obviously, you know, without this platform, you wouldn't have these kind of drivers outside there. Granted, rookies, sporting or super sporting, portraying their talents and trying to give the best that they can for the love of the sport.
Yes, that's true. Even for me, I came up from Toyota Gazoo. I've been racing Gazoo for many years. So I think it's a very good platform for drivers to actually have close racing and to build their racing career.
And you say many years as if you're like 50 years old already. But again, hopefully your brother does well out there. Hopefully we get to see you guys on the podium later on. All right, appreciate that. Gents, back to you.
All right, that's very interesting take from one of our racers, of course. And his brother is the one that you're watching on the screen at the moment, who's leading this race in P1. Bradley Benedict right behind. Mitchell Chas caught up into P2. And Kenneth Cole just chasing him down in P3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about less than 30 minutes to go. We are into the second half of the race without the hydration break that we used to see in the World Cup. So yeah, there's no hydration break in here. It's all about you chasing the checkered flag.
Well, with the drinks tube inside the helmet of these guys' cars, I think it's always a hydration break in a car, no matter when or where you are on the track.
As long as you're not stopping for an hydration break, that's good.
No stopping for that, for sure, yeah. Also, a bit of bad news as well here. Justin Toh has been shown the mechanical flag. He's going to be conceding his lead in the sporting class, and this is going to be a huge upset here for Justin, who comes into this weekend as a points leader, and it's going to be losing out on potentials to take points to reaffirm his command of the lead. So a huge blow right now for Bay Racing's Justin Toh.
Yeah, Mitchell is just closing down the gap. And what's happening in car number 13 in here?
Yeah, he's unfortunately completing a position there. It looks like a touch. Ishmael Ayman managed to slip away in front of him. No doubt the dragging bumper is not doing him any favors as he come around into the penultimate turn right now. There's Adam Mikhail, and Aditya Panaik actually moves up. He looks like he's one in the lead right now for the sporting class, able to get in front of Adam Mikhail. And there's Justin Toh all the way in the lowly fourth position or fifth position, it looks like.
He's definitely struggling with the aerodynamics right
and also,
now.
crucially, Justin has not gone into the pits yet to serve his mechanical flag.
Was he even aware of what's happening at the back?
He should be aware by now. We'll be aware again.
Some tires just flew out, I guess.
A bit of debris being taken away by one of our hardworking marshals there. Got a feel for them having to be under the heat of the 31 degrees Celsius sun here, but manages to get it out of the way and out of harm's way, hopefully. But again, back on Justin Toh, there's the mechanical flag on the top of your screen there. He would have likely seen that alongside with his number. So he knows he has to take a pit stop to get the bumper taken out. But unfortunately, he's already lost position.
There's more debris flying off in there. Look at that.
A bit of contact, I think, between William Ho as well as Timothy Yeo. That was, I think, part of William Ho's rear bumper that just fell out there, or some of the body kit, actually.
Yep, with 25 minutes to go, we can still see lots of racers right now just building up some crazy momentum. So we are underway with car number 39 at this moment, William Ho. And next to him is car number 23 battling all out. But William Ho still, it just went too
Oh,
wide.
too wide
Giving a
there.
lot of opportunity for car number 23 right now.
Lost a lot of momentum, and yep, the number
Timothy Yeo.
23 of Timothy Yeo will move up in position there. So that was a very easy overtake there for Timothy. Very unfortunate for William, though.
Yeah, this is what happens, you know, especially in racing. One small mistake could end up losing a couple of positions, and it's just like what we saw right now on the screen. But Timothy Yeo right now in his respective position ahead of William. Let's see for how long there, Victor. We got a lot of time, but this is where things are about to get heated up even more.
You know, William likes to race very hard against his compatriots, even in the sporting class here. So let's see if Timothy is going to be up for that challenge. But there's already a catch-up here from another two more guys. Number 88 of Shafiq Samsudin and number 33 of Tom Go is catching up to the 7th place battle here. Timothy Yeo currently holding onto that P7 ahead of William Ho, who now has conceded the inside line to Shafiq Samsudin, who is creeping up alongside, trying to catch him in the downhill section. But William is just barely able to keep the momentum to stay ahead of Shafiq through the apex on the top of the hill. Now he's going to try to stay ahead of Shafiq Samsudin in this downhill section.
Just trying to maintain the pace right now, not to, you know, go too fast and also go late with the brakes and stuff. But let's see if Shafiq is able to hold on to this there, Victor.
Yeah.
Who's car number 88 again?
Shafiq Samsudin.
Shafiq Samsudin, yeah.
Yeah, the white car that's behind William Ho's orange-red.
Yeah.
I think it's orange or red.
I got confused with the one in the front here, the white as well, but it is what it is. That's car number 23.
Yep.
That's Timothy.
You can
Let's see.
recognize it from the eyebrows.
The eyebrows. What a
Okay.
way to put it, man.
Yeah, Justin Toa finally comes in to serve his mechanical flag, and that's because of the rear bumper that you can see hanging off there. That's going to be ripped off straight away here by the one of the Bay Racing
They
Mechanics.
gotta be quick.
There we go. There we go.
They gotta be quick. We need more hands in there. Okay, he can do it himself alone. All right.
Get it off there.
Let's go.
Oh, there's still a bit of the liner that's hanging out.
I think the mud flap is just...
Yeah, mud flap, or actually the inner lining of the tire wall. The tire lining on the fender is hanging out there. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much issues for them down the line. Shafiq Samsudin, unfortunately not able to get past William Ho, is now under threat from Tom Go here. Bit of a battle in the back line for the super sporting class. This is a battle for P9 effectively here. Shafiq Samsudin, who we saw creep up towards William Ho just before we saw Justin Toh go in the pits, seems to have lost out in that battle there. So William Ho is able to race on and hopefully catch up to Timothy Yeo, who's managed to pull a decent gap ahead of William.
Chasing really closely there, despite, you know, being the teammates at the moment. I think it's all about the challenge on the track. But eyes on Freddie Young as well. He's just waiting for an opportunity from the back. With 21 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tune in, this is Toyota Gazoo Racing Season 9, Round 3, Race 2, the last race of the day for today. And man, we got some interesting storylines for this race.
And this is a good position here for both Nabil and Adi Rahimi, coincidentally, because number one, like both of these laser motor racing cars will be able to lend a toe to each other on the straight. That's going to help Adi Rahimi stay ahead of Freddie Ang. And more than that, there could even be a bit of strategy that the team here could play, which is to do a bit of bump drafting on the back straight and the main straight to try to catch up, rather close the gap from Nabil Aslan to Kenneth Cole. But as of right now, Freddie's also using this opportunity here to stay in the slipstream Adi Rahimi, so they're not exactly out of the woods, but being able to finish closer, or rather being able to creep up closer to Kenneth, and importantly Mitchell Chia, is going to be a big boon right now for laser motor racing.
He's just trying, man. He's just trying to move as much as he could. Well, this is the battle for P4 at this moment. Nabil Aslan on that position, being chased by Adi Rahimi and also Freddie Ang. Well, your man to watch in this race, what's going on there, Victor?
Well, we're still seeing our third round of race 2 of the third round, and right now just keeping a very keen eye on this battle for 4th position between teammates, the two laser motor racing cars in front, and Freddie Ang taking the toe off of Adi Rahimi's car just behind. So we'll see how they're going to try and handle it. It's still a long way to go, but before we get to more action, let's go ahead and jump into the pits to get a VR for another interview in the paddock.
Alright guys, I'm now here down with Nick representing the sporting class. Unfortunately, you had to retire the car cerita sikit apa jadi tadi dengan you punya kereta tadi?
Oh yeah, for just now, okay, yeah. When the starting was, everyone was quite aggressive. So in the turn 11, I get hit by someone out. Who forced me to off track. So yeah, after that my car, I think have some issue. Lost power. Okay, maybe some element or anything. I'm not sure yet. So they are checking right now.
Yeah. No, of course, because again, like if you're looking at round 1 and round 2, it's a different race altogether because you got a shorter course and then it wasn't an endurance race. Obviously, the experience that you had for race number 1 would have prepared you for this, but again, that's what happens in racing kan sebenarnya kan. Memang macam-macam boleh jadi lah.
Yeah, macam-macam boleh jadi. So yeah, so this endurance, 1 hour race. So yeah, of course, the stamina is very important also. So for me, yeah, I bring a lot of water inside my car. This mask, okay. So yep, too bad. Today I cannot finish the race. Yeah, from the front to the behind, I have to be tired. Yeah.
But again, everything is not all at a loss because we still have round 4 for you to compete and for you to be better and maybe get your car fixed out. We still have time, and of course, apa you punya harapan? What is your expectations in round 4, the last round for the Gazoo Racing?
Yeah, we will try our best. Make sure we can run in the front. Okay. So yeah, let's see how.
Let's see how. Okay. Again, unfortunate, but hopefully we'll see you back again very strong in round number 4, Nick. Thank you. All right. Back to you guys.
All right, so that is some interesting takes from Nick, who had to retire in this race. Well, it was really heartbreaking. Listen to his point of view on what actually happened on the track, but nevertheless, he's being really positive about it, and with some support there by Mio, who's encouraging him for the round 4. Well, he was doing really well yesterday, Victor, only for today to turn up this way.
It's so unfortunate for him. Yeah, had to pull in the pits, and right around this time here, the damage is too extensive on his car. So, well, we'll wish him for the best. We see him again in round number 4. Meantime, bit of an update what's going on in the sporting class. Arif Asmi has actually made his way up into P3 in the sporting class, having passed both Elson Liu as well as Taj Ishrin Aiman. Taj Aiman right now is stuck behind Dennis Ng. Something befallen him right now that's slowed him down so much. He's pushed very much way outside of the top 3. He's attempting to get on the inside. Dennis Ng now onto the 14th turn. Very brave here. He has to brake quite late and has to take a very weird entry into this turn. Dennis Ng may still have an opportunity if he can get a good exit out. Still will be alongside Taj Aiman though, and just behind them, unfortunately, is Elson Liu, who cannot quite find a way past and is now under pressure here from Lok In Yi.
He's putting some aggressive display so far in this race. The Taj Aiman just trying his very best to get past into car number 85 at this moment, being side by side. As we have another long straight to go from here. Well, things could change at any moment. Well, talking about any moment, just wanted to let you guys know, Bradley Benedict still leading this race in P1, P2 for Mitchell Chia, P3 for Kenneth Cowell. Victor, is there a moment for Tatris Unaiman right now?
Has to take an opportunity right now, but it's going to be quite tough. Not sure exactly what happened between him and Arif Azmi, but that's dropped him very far back into the pack right now. William Ho has dropped down behind Tom Goh here, so Shafiq Samsudin is going to be leading in front of this pack of cars here in P8 for the super sporting class. Meantime, it's still going to be Ethan Lowe in the lead for the rookies class. Still ahead of Damien Arif. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Imran Skandar is able to do much. He's is still in the pits actually since lap 9, so unfortunately had to retire from this race, the leader in the points for the rookie class, and that's going to hand a huge advantage now to Ethan Lowe and also Megat Aiman.
What a race this kid's having, man. I mean, yesterday he had P1 again, and today it's P1 again for the rookie class. Ethan Lowe, I think he's just only 16 years old, Victor. And man, there's going to be lots of years for him to come into his prime. He's not even in his prime right now, but talking about that, he's
Elson getting past on the inside there by Lok In Yi, but it's not quite job done yet. Elson's going to be able to carry a lot of momentum around the outside to stay alongside in transition to turn 6, and it's actually going to be ahead of Lok In Yi now. So that's crisis averted for now, but Monai is also lurking in the background like a snake in the grass. waiting to pounce on these two drivers. Should any of them make a mistake, Logan Yi is doing very well though to stay on the back of Elson Liu throughout turns 7 and 8. But now we're coming up to a critical juncture. Heavy braking point is coming up ahead. Elson goes narrow, then goes wide. Logan Yi is going to be able to have an advantage on the inside here. Braking hard, tries and does take the apex first, but Elson still has momentum around the outside and stays ahead. A little bit of a tap onto Logan Yi as well as Monai slips in as well to take position away from Logan Yi.
From where did Monai came, man? That was just something crazy that we're watching right now. With 15 minutes to go in this race, everyone's eyes were fully glued onto the screen, focusing on what's happening. But Monai is right now putting the threats onto car number 93, and that is going to be Elson Liu, his target for the next right now. But man, he's coming very closely from the inside. Will this be the moment? Can Elson do something about this? He was going a little bit too wide, get pushed off a bit wide there. But this is really interesting, Victor, side by side again.
There's not much else can do. He had to leave, rather, Monai managed to get alongside, but now Logan Yi comes into pressure from the outside. Going to be 3 wide now, coming into the final turn, and even Ng Chong Chin is looking to pick up some scraps out of this. Elson a little bit slow out of the exit there. Is going to have to block up Ng Chong Chin. That's having a bit of an advantage here to Logan Yi, trying to break a bit later, but she has to take around the outside to make this pass work. Elson able to block, but he's going to be left a little bit compromised on the exit here, and he's not able to hold the line, but he does hold the line there, stays in front of Monai, making it a very, very tough defense here for Elson, winner of yesterday's race, but looking to try to stay ahead of both Logan Yi as well as Monai.
Oh man, I just love everyone doing, you know, the mannequin challenge on the screen. He's just not moving, but talking about moving, here's car number 66.
Logan Yi slips in ahead.
Nice.
Right in the braking zone there, but she is a little bit ahead and going to be a little bit wide on the exit. Elson's going to try, but then I think Logan Yi still will be able to take the apex on turn number 2. Still going to be able to remain side by side to turn 3. Elson massively under threat right now. Monai still looking to try to take himself into position here. Logan Yi is going to be forced to be hanging around the outside, having no space on the inside to block it off. Coming up into turn number 4, Monai still going to try to split between these two drivers. Going to swing around into the inside here. Does Monai, but still not able to fight it under braking. Logan Yi goes in narrow, tries to defend. Elson Liu still moves up ahead and stays ahead of Logan Yi, but Monai has the inside line this time. He will be coming up against Elson onto this downhill stretch. Turns 5 and 6, Monai turns, so does Elson. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Very tight margins between these two drivers, but the Thai driver isn't able to keep the momentum up. Elson is able to pull the number 93 slightly ahead, but still not enough. Contact now between the two cars as Monai still keeps it under control. Elson barely able to hang on, still keeps his car ahead of Logan Yi, but Ng Chong Chin now takes the advantage, gets in front of the orange and gray car, and now is putting another bump there onto Elson Liu, almost losing him control. He goes off track, but he comes back on still, and unfortunately behind Ng Chong Chin.
Oh, close they are, and
Hendra Adiputra slams into Elson, and Hendra then into the wall, and there's the end of the number 70.
Oh, that was really unfortunate, man. Car number 70 onto the walls now, Hendra Adiputra. Oh, I mean, that was... I don't know what to say anymore, Victor.
Oh, he was just such an unfortunate.
Look at him. I can understand his frustration right now.
I don't blame it at all. He was just an innocent bystander there because the fight was really just going on there between Elson as well as Ng Chong Chin. But man, wrong place, wrong time there, I have to say, for Hendra Adiputra. Second retirement this weekend for him, if you would believe it. First lap on race number 1, he got caught up on the start. Safety car is called out. That's going to be natural here, given the cars around the outside. Let's have a look at that. So there's Elson Liu on the right-hand side, on the outside, coming back in. There you can see Hendra Adiputra on the inside on Ng Chong Chin. And then there, Logan Yi comes in, accidentally pit maneuvers Hendra Adiputra into Elson, and that was what sent him off eventually into the wall.
So unfortunate there for Hendra Adiputra, man.
A loss for words indeed for him, and man, there was nothing. I think it was really nothing he could do. Logan Yi was just slipping up into the inside. She thought she saw a gap, tried to go for it, but caught out Elson, and Elson just ran into the side, out of control, into Hendra Adiputra. And even Ng Chong Chin, not exactly showing, rather showing his displeasure right now, and how things turned out. It was Definitely going to have to take these next few minutes to collect themselves here because it's another 10 minutes of racing to go here. They still have to tow away Hendra Adiputra's car, which thankfully is off on the side of the grass, so not in any immediate danger to these drivers here. Here's Bradley Benedict with his arm out. Still in the lead for this super sporting class, and quite likely will be taking the win here if he can just hang on for the next 10 minutes if and when the safety car gets called in. There is Arif Azmi, who is having his hand out as well.
I think he's just asking everyone to slow down, just, you know, be in the line, no overtakings or something. I mean, well, I still haven't moved on what happened, Victor.
I know, right?
Yeah. It is what it is at this moment, as you can see on the race leaders. Bradley Benedict in P1, P2 for Mitchell Chia, Kenneth Coe in P3, Nabil Aslan in P4, P5 for Adi Rahimi, where else on the sporting class we see Aditya Patnaik from Axel in P1, Adam Mikhail in P2, Arif Azmi in P3, Tajiz Rinaiman on P4, Dennis Singh in P5. Meanwhile, for the rookie class, we see Eden Lau in P1, P2 for Megat Damien, P3 for Erwin Lim. Well, as what Victor said, less than 10 minutes to go. With the safety car is right now out. Well, I think it's going to be a rush in the track later, Victor, because they have very little time.
Yeah.
Very, very little time.
We'll have very little time when the race restarts. And PS Harapan Menang's pit crew looks very anxious right now because they know that win is still within sight. The incident at turn 9 is going to be under investigation. That was right around where Hendra Adiputra got taken out. And that's going to be quite an interesting investigation there, because who exactly is going to be at fault for that? I definitely wouldn't blame Elson Liu in that regard, but there was a gap that was showing up between Hendra Adiputra and Elson, and Lo Yinyi thought she could get her way through, but I think this is going to very much depend upon whether or not she was sufficiently alongside. I don't think she was, given the way that she got in contact with Elson. But Elson leaving up space. Oh man, so much it's going to have to figure out here for race control at the end of this. So drivers right now putting a hand outside. I think he's putting a bit of a signal or something. Just indicate to everyone that they're still acknowledging the speed limit here. But it's definitely very hot outside. You know, I was alluding to the potential for there to be rain.
There's no rain today, Victor. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's quite unlikely given the cloud condition here. Cloud cover didn't quite cover as much, even compared to when we started the race in. So it looks like it will still be this hot coming into the checkered flag. And yeah, it's going to be less than 6 minutes maybe. The safety car is able to come in soon, but who knows at this point.
Might just end it with the safety car, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, that if they cannot clear the Hendra's car in time, then that will have to come to pass here. So until we get the updates from race control, all the cars have to do is just stay under the speed limit, stay within their respective track positions, and no overtaking allowed at this point. It's going to be a bit of a calm after the storm of a race that we have seen since the restart. The second safety car of this race so far, second that we've had all weekend long, actually, now to think about it. And oh boy, I mean, especially when you consider the fact that so much points is on the line here, it's no surprise that some of these drivers are taking a lot more risks than they would normally would. And unfortunately, that's come to massively caused a crash there onto Hendra Adiputra, who retires for the second time this weekend. I mean, just gotta feel for him, isn't it?
That was really, really unfortunate. But yeah, at the moment, as you are seeing on the screen, safety car will return into the pits at the end of this lap. So we have less than 5 minutes to go for all of these racers to challenge for their positions right now, Victor. Very less time. It's going to be a sprint for them, definitely.
Yeah, definitely going to be a sprint for them. Safety car lights should be coming off around turn 11 or so, just before they hit on the back straight. So there should be plenty of time for these guys to get organized and get themselves ready for the restart. It's definitely going to be a big, big opportunity, I think, for Bradley Benedict. PS Harapan Menang looking on very intently in the pits. Brendan Paul, his brother, cheering on his younger brother, who is currently in the lead for the super sporting class. Mitchell Chia in second and Kenneth in third right now. For sporting class, Aditya Patnaik looking like he's going to be able to take his win here this weekend ahead of Anna Mikhail and Arif Azmi, who's made his way up into P3 in the sporting class. Then for the rookies, Ethan Lowe, Megat, Damian Arif, and Irvin Lim are in the top 3 right now with the restart, still in the middle of the pack when it comes to the sporting class. So let's see if they're going to be able to keep the racing nice and respectful for the next 4.5 minutes. So then,
Very little time for these races to go. I think once the car, especially the safety car is off, it's going to be a couple of chances for these races to make it up, man.
Chance and a half.
Yep.
For Bradley, second time now that his race lead got wiped out. Mitchell Chia is now the one to challenge him here. PS Harapan Menang really hoping for a win here today. But now it's in the hands of Bradley here. Can he make this restart work out well? The safety car is already pulled off the head. Bradley is now the effective safety car amongst the group as the lights are already out for the safety car itself, and it's already pulling off of the track. Bradley's going to try to time it just right. He needs to get a good exit out of the final turn there to make sure he stays ahead of Mitchell Chia. The thing that Bradley has working for him is that he has less weight compared to Mitchell, and that's the only advantage that we have right now. Oh, it's looking Yi ends up into the wall before the restart. What has happened here? She's collected another car. I think that's a GTA car, and indeed it is the number 86 of Ung Ait Shah, and both are out for this restart. Is there going to be a disruption? I think there's definitely a disruption now. Safety car redeployed here, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 minutes still remaining.
I think the safety car is still going to be on the track, Victor, if this is going to be happening. There you go.
Yep, it's going to be coming back up again. It's going to recollect these cars, and
oh boy, that's a shame, man.
Well, a shame you could say, or it might just be the windfall that PS Harapan Menang was hoping for here, because as things stand, it might be likely that we will end under the safety car, because these two cars are on the back straight right now. Let's see what happens. Just off of the screen there.
But there's no overtaking, man. Like, why? Why? How? Look at that.
Someone must have slowed down a bit of concertina, maybe, as the cars got backed up.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like Lo Yingyi got pit maneuvered herself into the wall there. Very tough to see from this angle, exactly, because there's several cars in the way, but it does seem like, or rather, I suspect, some sort of concertina effect, as Brendan Paul is trying to explain what might have happened there, because we did see Bradley was backing up the pack after the safety car lights went off, and I think that slowdown effect kind of compounded that slowdown effect kind of like compounded as it went its way along the line of cars that was coming through on the final turn. Maybe one of these cars was a little bit too fast or too slow, and unfortunately, that's cost them an opportunity to see the checkered flag. 1 minute and 40 seconds still remains, and I don't think there will be enough time for us to resume this race here. So if I was PS Harapan Menang right now, I'll be quaking in my boots here, because...
Well, I think that's the Harapan they're hoping for.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Man, I think we kind of jinxed it, I guess. You say we might be finishing this race with a safety car. We thought we might have another 2 to 3 minutes of racing, but man, that incident of one happened on the other side of the track on the straight. I guess the safety car is definitely going to be out until the checkered flags. That's what I feel. Yeah, there you go. I think we have less than 1 minute now.
Less than 1 minute, and I think even by the time the cars come around for this safety car lap, it's not enough time to get the race resumed here. So likely, this is already last lap. Last lap already officially declared here on your screens. So that's how you know this is going to end under the safety car. No more chances, unfortunately, here for everyone to race for position. But definitely a massive opportunity here for PS Harapan Menang. They're hopeful for the win. It looks like they will get it.
last chance is going to be in the next round. Not in this round, of course.
Man, that's 2 wins here for Bradley Benedict in 2 race 2s, by the way, for the PS Harapan Menang driver. And unfortunately, with the disruption on the second safety car restart here, looks like we will not resume racing. Safety car light is off, but we know that only the checkered flag is awaiting our drivers as they come around to finish off this lap. So that would be Bradley Benedict now leading the cars to the line. Oh man.
You don't even know how to hype this up, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately that's kind of
I understand your feelings, Victor.
It's already cut off like any hope to see any more racing here, but nevertheless, it has been quite a brilliant race up until that point. So here comes Bradley Benedict, car number 55, PS Automobile. Going to leave the other 2 cars whose drivers are still inside. Looks like they've been instructed to stay in until the race has finished. So unfortunately, it's going to be a long wait for the 2 of them. Whilst Mitchell Chia, number 61, and Kenneth Cole coming on screen right on cue almost to show themselves in first, second, and third respectively here for the super sporting class. Aditya Patnaik is in the lead here, and it's going to be finishing in this under safety car to take a win here in Malaysia for the Indian driver. As Bradley Benedict now comes to the line, no overtaking is allowed, mind you, as the checkered flag comes out. Bradley Benedict takes the win here for race number 2 of round 3, finishing ahead of Mitchell Chia and ahead of Kenneth Cole. Nabil Aslan takes his second 4th place finish of this weekend, with Adi Rahimi Rashid just behind him to finish in P5. Freddie Ang only has to settle for P6, same position he started this race in from the reverse grid. Timothy Yeo finishes in P7 ahead of Mohammad Shafiq Samsudin. Tom Goh and Woho William Ho rounds up the top 10. There's Harry, the father of both Brendan and Bradley, celebrating hard together with PS Harapan Menang as Bradley takes the win here today.
Of course, man, double wins, of course. But man, for the sporting class, it is going to be Aditya Patnaik, who will be in P1. A great, well done job for Axel Sports. In the meantime, we see Adam Mikhail in P2, Arif Azmi in P3, Tajiz Runaiman P4, P5 for Angkai. But man, that is some amazing performance. But only we saw what happened in the final turns over here, especially to finish off in the safety car. But nevertheless, let's have a look on the rookies. I think it is going to be Ethan Lau again that has already won this race in P1, P2 for Megat Damian Arif, P3 for Irvin Lim. Well, that is basically the results for our rookie drivers today. Well, it had to end this way, but it is what it is. On to the next round. So I was talking about there might be one more chance. The chance is only coming in the next round.
Double points. It's going to be a very good feeling there, especially for Bradley Benedict. Huge advantage for him in his quest for the championship lead. Let's hope the official result will stand for them as he celebrates alongside Mitchell Chia. There's Nabil Aslan alongside William Ho. Nabil certainly will be hoping for a better finishing position, but 4th place is not too bad at all for the man who came in this weekend with the championship lead. Let's hope he's going to be able to stay competitive up until the final round here. There is the winner for the sporting class, Aditya Patnaik from Axel Sports, car number 91. Definitely going to be celebrating so hard together with his team later on there, although given that it is a safety car that disrupted the end there, win is still a win, and Aditya Patnaik is certainly waving away, very happy with his performance, and as we are here in the commentary booth.
What a performance, what a race today. I think there were ups and downs in this entire race, but in the end of the day, it's the results that is going to be the one that needs to be spoken about. And we have already seen the performance from these races. They have already finished the race in their respective positions. Well, Victor, my final question, your driver of the day.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one here. Halfway between giving it to, well, Bradley for being able to hang on to the lead, but I think you also got to hand it there to Aditya Patnaik. I mean, he was very much on the outside chance, and knowing how competitive the top 3 were for the sporting class, at that point, it was going to be a very tough one. Justin To, unfortunately, had to serve a mechanical flag, so that put him out of contention for the win here today. but Aditya did manage to find his way in front of Taj Uzin Aiman, Arif Azmi, as well as Adam Mikhail. So that, I think, deserves him a lot of kudos for being able to make up that many places.
Absolutely. So all the drivers are back into their pits right now. What a race, man. Especially, I think the momentum, if there's only like the World Cup, there's going to be a momentum ball. It's a big show, I would say. The start of the race, the momentum was at the top, but towards the end, it had to be the very lowest of what actually happened on the track. A couple of incidents that wasn't favoring anybody in the end, but for some races who are in the positions of winning.
Yeah, the drivers now pull off into scrutineering. We'll likely be hearing some words later on from Bradley as he is going to be taking into the winner's box. And, well, he's going to be smiling from ear to ear for that one, isn't it? He's got his whole family out here to watch him. His father, Harry, owner of Harry's Place, by the way. Very nice place to go and visit. He's been supporting both of his sons, Brendan as well as Bradley, through their go-karting careers. Now coming into touring cars and seeing massive success in this one here. Little Chia is the driver on your screens right now, pulling into the grid, or rather his second place box here amongst the winner's circle. We're going to be waiting to see Bradley Benedict to come out. Here is the provisional results, ladies and gentlemen, for the Super Sporting race number 2 here in round 3. Bradley Benedict from PS Harapan Menang takes the win here ahead of Mitchell Chia from Prima Pearl SP Selatan. Kenneth Cole from PCM Group Racing Team takes the 3rd position ahead of Nabil Aslan from Laser Motor Racing, who finishes ahead of his teammate Adi Rahimi. Then we got Freddie Ang from Telaga Mas Toyota taking up 6th position. Timothy Yo from Arish Kalulong Motorsport in 7th. Shafiq Samsuddin from Sokudo X Ultra Racing Team in 8th. Tom Go from S&D Tama Motorsport in 9th. And William Ho rounds out the top 10 here for the Super Sporting class. Dato Ken Fu is in, well, he had to retire quite early on the race, so unfortunately he finishes in 11th for Super Sporting. Then in the
sporting class, of course.
So for the sporting class, we got Aditya Patnaik from Axel Sports taking the win here this weekend ahead of Adam Mikhail from G-Mart Best Autosport. Arif Asmi from KMS 333 Motorsports finishes in 3rd position here ahead of Taj Aiman from Saksama Motorsports. Dennis Ng from HLT Crestmax finishes ahead of Mo Nai from RUK Team PMC 52. Ng Chung Chin, Barry assisting by ES Young, definitely will be taking the flag for them in 7th position ahead of Elson Liu, winner of yesterday's race. Not a winner here today, only finishing in 8th for Hong Kong X Armada KK Racing. Ashin Shamuganath from Kashash Vina Motorsports Racing finishes 9th, and Nine makes it into the top 10 ahead of Justin To, comes out after taking his bumper off in 11th position ahead of Shamuganath Arumugam from Kashash Vina Motorsports Racing. Ian James from Wheel Corp takes 13th position ahead of Lok Yin Yi from Beauty Hub and DMW 1 Motorsports team, who got in contact with Ng Aik Shah at the very end before the safety car restart, and Ng Aik Shah's GTA race team only has to settle for a 15th position ahead of Anaki in 90th place. In the car 91R Racing in the 9th position. But that is going to be it for the sporting class. As we move on now to the rookie class, Ethan Lowe makes it 2 wins this weekend here on race number 1 and race number 2. Finishes ahead of Damian Arif, who finishes ahead of Irvin Lim, takes top 3 in the rookie class. Here is the winner overall for the super sporting class, Bradley Benedict. He's definitely all ears as we see again how things have turned out for all these drivers from the very start of this race. It was a rolling start into the 60-minute long affair here. Bradley Benedict very early on kept the lead and kept his head cool throughout. Nabil Aslan and Kenneth Cole got in a bit of exciting action early on until, unfortunately, he dropped all the way back, eventually settling into P4. There was a lot of contact and action between William Ho, Mitchell Chia, as well as Kenneth Cole, as they still were battling it out for a possible position on the podium. Justin To, in the meantime, was very much in command of the sporting class for the longest time, until a bit of contact here between Lim Chun Beng and Sophia Zara. Both of the cars forced into each other, with Lim Chun Beng eventually having to retire with too much damage on the front end, and a safety car being called out as well. That neutralized the race almost completely here. When the resumption, Bradley Benedict still remains in command, stayed up in front, but contact happened in the rookie class there as Noyong Jen takes another hit in the back here for the second time this weekend, forcing him to take a pit due to mechanical flag. There was Justin Toh, who unfortunately had to concede the lead here, and a lot of exciting battling going on here between these 4 and 5 cars until it all came to an end here with contact between Elson Liu and Hendra Adeputra, caused here potentially by Logan Yi, and that forced Hendra Adeputra to retire from this race for the second time this weekend. We were hoping to see a resumption until this happened here between Logan Yi and Eng Aisha, causing the race to finish under the safety car, and this unfortunately had to end this with the checkered flag coming out here. No one was allowed to pass, and Bradley Benedict, who we'll be seeing in being interviewed here by our host Mior, is going to be celebrating his win with PS Harapan Menang.
All right, now I'm here with the champion for race number 2 for round number 3, car 55. We got Bradley. Bradley, before we go any further, how happy you were when the second safety car came out at the last lap?
I think that before even the safety car came out, I tried to hold up the back, waste up all the time on the back straight, and I just got lucky that the second safety car came out, but unfortunate for the people who crashed. But it really helped me.
Okay, but nothing can take away the performance that you've actually had today. I mean, yeah, you raced a very good race. You set the pace up early on. Granted, you're being bombarded by your competitors at the back. They were really close mutual at one point, but then we had a couple of incidents happen on the track. But overall, obviously, you're excited. You're happy with your performance today.
Yeah, I think we got very lucky with the start. I got a good start, and then the back started fighting, so I just took my opportunity and pull away. But the first safety car came out earlier in the race, so bunched everyone back up. Then I just kept my head down and just pushed all the way to the end, and then the ending safety cars helped me even more.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't actually realize this, that it's actually more difficult leading the race rather than catching up to the leader, right? So you being at the front, what kind of tactics were you employing at that moment in time? I mean, were you apprehensive? How defensive were you then throughout the whole thinking, this is actually a 1-hour race, right? So how was it?
I mean, I never defended at all throughout the race because the gap from second place, they were close, but not close enough for a dive. So I knew that I didn't want to waste my time defending and losing more time. So it was good that they couldn't get that much closer. So it helped me as well. And yeah, so I didn't have to defend and just just focus on my own driving, don't outbrake myself, and just get consistent timings to open the gap.
And of course, coming to round 4, which is happening a couple of months' time, what does this mean for you then in regards of the championship standings and your opportunity, your chance to get even closer or even, climb, as high as you can in regards of the championship?
For this round, it was a really good win because double points. So I think maybe I'm still around 4th in the championship, but I closed the gap about the leaders, and I'll be carrying 20 kilos ballast for next round. But fortunately, the leaders have heavier car than me, so yeah, still it's going to be a good fight in the final round.
It's definitely going to be a good fight. So again, congratulations to you, and we do hope that you perform the very best for the next race. Thank you. Congratulations. All right, guys, fellow viewers, thank you so much for joining us. As mentioned, this was race number 2 for round number 3, the double championship points that was catered to you live for these past couple of days, yesterday, Saturday, as well as on this race day, Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as all of us have throughout these exciting couple of days. But again, we are not over yet because we do have round number 4 coming up. So all of the information, all of the schedules and whatnot are all listed on the socials. So check them out. Make sure you guys follow all of our socials because we will be sharing with you all of the latest information specifically for round number 4. So that's it from the Petronas Sepang International Circuit from the Vios Gold Championship 2026 round 3. We hope to see you again at round number 4. This is Mio Adlan signing out. Bye!
Bring it. Keep it look at all this childish, bring it. Look at all this childish, bring it.